Wow. Now just a quick walk around, and she definitely looks different. Oh, nice. How are you? Big bird.
Welcome and welcome back. We're here today at Guess 4-wheel drive to pick up our 200 Series Landcruiser. Model is the VX. We are changing it from a standard Landcruiser to a touring vehicle so we can do off-road and tow our caravan. So as you can see, it's a standard 200 Series vehicle that we have taken. We've added a lot onto it. You'll see as we go through the video. We've also added black duck car seat covers, a black view dash cam, and a few other things like window tinting and that not necessarily is needed for touring, but just to make our life a little bit more comfortable. Hope you enjoy this video.
Good morning. This is with David Guest here from Guest 4-wheel driving, Alphington, Victoria, just out in the city of Melbourne. He's done our upgrades for the 200 series here. So we're just going to let Dave run you through what he's done to this beautiful beast here.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, thank you, Gilbert. So as Gilbert said, Guest 4-wheel drive. This is what we do a lot of, this sort of fit out work for Land Cruisers. You know, the 200 series are finished up now, but we're starting on the 300 series. But certainly Gilbert's vehicle, we did a lot of a fit out on this sort of last year, getting it all ready for him to go and head off on holiday. So starting at the front here, we've of course got the ARB bull bar, the new, which is actually not new anymore, the ARB Solus driving lights, which have been a very popular driving light for us. The winch in here, of course, the GME UHF radio and antenna. We certainly find these on the corrugated roads are a much better antenna than the whippy antennas, just because of the vibrations, the bars shake around, and these are a much more solid setup and survive a lot better in the corrugated roads. So going under the bonnet here, when we did the setup in this vehicle, we've done the twin DCS 100 amp hour lithium batteries, which obviously the idea of this is, in the old days where we might put a second battery in here, we're running all of the electrics of the car off these two batteries. So 2 by 100 amp hour lithiums. They have actually done an upgrade now to 2 130 amp hour lithiums, but at the time we only had the 100s. And the 2 100 amp hour lithiums with 200 amp run the starting of the engine, all the accessories and the whole lot. We actually use what's called a battery protect from Victron in the rear of the vehicle. So where the power comes out to all the accessories, if the percentage of the battery gets down to a certain level, the Victron just shuts down and says, sorry, no more power for fridge, lighting, all that sort of stuff. It then leaves enough in there to jump in, start up the car and get the charge back into it. So certainly that's been a very popular fit out, and we have done similar things on the 300 series now as well, where so that's it there. I think we've got a fuel filter, auxiliary fuel filter, which is a pre-fuel filter we've done in the corner there, and I think that's pretty well it under the bonnet area. Then coming around the side here, we've got the clear view mirrors, which were added. Obviously Gilbert's towing a big caravan, so makes it nice and easy. Those mirrors hanging out the side of the car, you can see past the van, and they do a very good job and survive once again in those heavy duty off-road corrugations. I don't know whether we go back around this side. The Safari snorkel, of course, which gives you much better air intake. The dust, what actually happens with these vehicles, if you go under the wheel arch liners, there's basically a bit of plastic under here, and they can suck the dust at low speed. It stirs all the dust up under the wheel arch, the dust then goes vroom, in the wheel arch where the pickup is, straight into the air filter, and they block up the air filters quite quickly. So at high speed you don't probably get that occurring, but at low speed it can occur. So when the air pickup is up here, low speed, high speed is picking up clean air all the time, no dramas at all. And of course, if you're doing river crossings, it makes it bulletproof. You know, if you end up with water in theory up to here, you can keep on going, but probably wouldn't recommend that if it was that deep anyway. So, so that's probably it here. Coming around this way, once again with Gilbert's vehicle, we've got the Red Arc Tow Pro running all the electric brake controller, which you can run in inertia or manual mode. We've also done the Tyre Dog tyre pressure monitoring system, which runs the vehicle plus the four wheels and the caravan. That setup in fact goes with a relay down the rear of the vehicle, and it then gives you a better pickup for the caravan at the back end of the vehicle as well. Otherwise the tyre pressure monitoring system, they can pick up the four wheels no problems, but when you go to the length of the caravan, sometimes they struggle. So the relay, which is normally mounted down under the back, gives us that extra distance to do that as well. Coming around the rear of the vehicle, obviously we've got the Kmar with the wheel carrier on here. I'm pretty sure we've got a fuel tank under here as well.
Yep, long range tank.
Yeah, so long range automatic fuel tank, which we've been doing those for years. We just find them to be very reliable fuel tanks and very good quality, and gives you a lot more capacity fuel, of course. A couple of Anderson plugs there, which I can't quite remember. Actually, we've got 3 Anderson plugs. I assume power, the stability control, and solar input down the rear here as well. So,
and the camera, caravan, for the caravan.
Caravan hookup for the camera for the caravan hookup. So yeah, so that's about it there. I think obviously the base rack from ARB has been installed up top there. Once again, you know, we've done a lot of base racks since they've appeared on the market, and they've been a very popular product, of course. And I think we've got the shovel mounts mounted on this side as well. So, and then we'll open up the Kmar and go into the back here. Drawer system. This setup here has become an extremely popular setup. Just with the low fridge, you know, the days of having, this has actually got a tall boy drawer here with a smaller drawer. But quite often they're the other way around, small on the bottom, but the fridge ends up at such a height that a lot of people complain about, you know, can't get in there. When you're trying to open the lid, they come and hit up here, trying to sneak your hands in. So certainly this setup now has been a very popular, where we do the low fridge slide, fridge stays nice and low, lift up the fridge, get in, get what you got to do. And then get the extra drawers over on this side. So that's probably where we were probably just doing standard twin drawers 90% of the time. It's almost swung the other way now. We're doing this setup probably 90% of the time, where we keep a low fridge slide for easy access in and out of that fridge. So here we've also got, which is bolted on the back of the storage system, a Red Arc 2000 watt inverter, which we can just turn on from here and turn off, so it makes it easy. We've also got some power outlets up the side here with a volt amp meter, showing you, so you can keep an eye on that. So anything you got running off those power outlets, it gives you an idea of the amperage they're drawing, which gives you a good understanding of what's occurring as well. We've done the twin compressor setup in this vehicle as well, and that is typical 200 series, where we use the ARB mounting bracket, which goes within inside the quarter panel in the trim, and we have the outlet just here at the rear in the fascia, which turns on and off. The hose just comes out here. I don't know, did we do the extra outlet at the front for you as well?
Yes, that's here as well.
So we also regularly do an extra hose, which we can swing out the behind the driver's door, so you don't actually have to undo all this if you want to pump up just tyres or blow off the back of the vehicle before you open it up, because quite often on dusty roads, this is just covered in dust and it gets quite messy just trying to open the back of the vehicle up to, if you want to pump up tyres. So it gives you a second option there for pumping up tyres. We also got the tailgate lights here, which we've been doing this for years now on 200s. The light, when you have in the middle of the car trying to light up here, when you open all the drawers up the fridge, it just gives you such good lighting around the back of the vehicle. And even setting up camp, these lights shine enough light out here. It's quite amazing the light they give you to do that setup at camp if it's dark at night and you're coming in late. So also very popular. In fact, we're now doing these almost the same thing on the 300 series Landcruiser as well. What else have we got in here? Oh, top shelf, of course, which is very popular setup now with the RV, that you can load that up also, and it also gives you a better view out the back window when you haven't got any gear in there. So the inverter switch, you can switch on and off from here, but we also have the inverter which is around inside the back of the vehicle in this door, which if we get in there you can see it on the back of the RV storage system. So 2000 watt inverter. In theory, this setup, I know we can run an induction cooktop stove, and also, which most people want these days, a coffee machine. Being able to run a coffee machine as well.
Nice.
No coffee machine.
Nice.
I think that pretty well covers it.
Not with my husband. And his million questions he asks.
That's all right. No, it's all part of the the service we offer here at Guest 4-Wheel Drive.
You can have him.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, David. It's
pleasure.
a fantastic build you've done here.
Yep. Thank you.
I think at some stage a wish list, there might be some new wheels on there, but we're keeping these ones for the moment.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I say to people, the best value you get out of these tyres is to wear them out if you can. But obviously, if you're about to jump in this vehicle and head off on remote outback touring, you'd certainly be saying, listen, upgrade these tyres before you go, because otherwise if they start going pop, pop, pop in the middle of nowhere, it's like, it's a bit of a disaster. But as I say, driving it up and down the highway, they will serve you quite well. So.